Welcome everybody to the 17th annual I48, the virtual online edition. One of the most difficult decisions every year is figuring out what genres to assign the teams. You might think that it is straightforward, but indeed it is a rigorous process by which genres are tested in I48's super secret labs. Here's some examples of genres that were tested this year that didn't make the cut.
Epic Lego war film. Tell my mother I love her. You're going to tell her yourself, son. Movies shot entirely on drones. Portrait of a tortured artist.
You don't get it, Dad. I just want to be a drummer. Well, then you're going to have to get used to living in this garage. If this is where my art resides, then this shall be my Taj Mahal.
Chicken documentary.
During the day, the pullets scratch out a living. They hunt for food. They fluff their wings and rest in the shade, safe from marauding raptors above. At night, they sleep.
Intense courtroom drama.
Mr. Jones, tell the judge what happened next. I ordered a pizza. And then you perpetrated securities fraud, cheating pensioners out of millions, didn't you? What? Objection! Freedom, liberty, Marbury v. Madison, habeas corpus, the Constitution of these United States. Sustained. No more shenanigans, counsel. Sorry, Your Honor. Mr. Jones, after you finished eating that pizza, you brutally murdered your neighbor, Marty.
Yes, I did.
Darn it! You tricked me with that lawyer magic.
Navel-gazing testimonial.
So I-48 teams, count yourself lucky. It could have been worse. Now we'd like to extend our heartfelt thanks to our amazing, generous sponsors and the hardworking I-48 team that makes I-48 happen. Hello everybody, this time we're live. Welcome to the awards ceremony for the I-48 2020 virtual online edition. I'm going to invite in my co-director, Josie Pusel, and then we will get started.
Hi, hi everyone.
Hello everybody. All right, well, before we get down to the business of handing out some awards, I wanted to take a brief moment and dedicate this award ceremony and this year's running of I-48 to a very dear friend of mine by the name of Glenn Hockuple, who passed away in April of this year. And I am certain that none of you watching this knew Glenn, who grew up in Massachusetts. He spent his adulthood in Virginia. I met Glenn when we started as baby high school teachers back in 1994 teaching theater, and we were very close in the 4 years that I did that. And for most of our time together, Glenn and I were focused on doing live action theater productions. But toward the end of our time when I lived in Virginia, I started getting interested in films, and I started forcing Glenn, who was quite an actor, to participate in some of my early projects. But the reason that I'm sharing all of this is that I was back in Virginia in 2003 visiting with Glenn one summer, and he told me that he wanted to talk about this amazing thing that he'd done a month earlier, in which he had participated as an actor in the second annual 48-hour film project, which started in 2001 in Washington, D.C. And he had participated on a team. He said it was rather chaotic and unorganized, so he wasn't terribly impressed with his own his team. And he was also a little resentful about the Discovery Channel, which I guess is based in Washington, D.C., and they sent out all their trucks and their entire resources of their studio behind their film. So they made everyone look a little foolish. But he shared with me the whole process and what happened. And it is truly because of that conversation with Glenn that I brought the idea back to Idaho and ran it by Greg Bain. And then we took it to Carol Skinner and the Idaho Film Foundation back in 2004. And this whole adventure began. So truly, Glenn is the fairy godfather of I48. Not really knows it, doesn't know it, I guess, but he is responsible for 17 years of I48 and thousands of filmmakers in Idaho here making movies, and lots of teams. So rest in peace, Glenn. All right. We need to thank again the amazing people that make I48 happen, and want to start by first recognizing our gratitude to the Boise City Department of Arts and History. They gave us a very nice and generous grant this year, and we want to thank the mayor, Lauren McLean, for continuing to support the arts here in Boise. We want to thank the Sun Valley Film Festival. Is he going to do another?
Yay!
Yay! There we go. Yes. We've been a gracious partner with Sun Valley Film Festival for the last 4 or 5 years, and they are our award sponsor, and we very much thank them. We want to thank Boise State University and the Idaho Film Foundation.
Yay!
We want to yay. We want to thank Alpha Graphics.
Yes.
Alpha Graphics, yeah, another round plunge.
Alpha Graphics, yes.
And we definitely want to thank Argos Production, our host here, for this streaming magic.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's the additional clap track. As you all know, we are not in a time where we can do these things in person in a movie theater, and so instead of having to postpone, as so many other events have happened, Argos stepping up and allowing us to use their service to bring this to everybody and to share this is really quite remarkable. So thank you to Argos for that.
Thank you.
Yes. We want to thank all of the I48 judges. We had to do judging this year by virtual process, in which everybody watched a link online and then sent in their ballots via email. So we know it took them a lot of time to do that. We want to thank them. I want to thank Josie, of course. Every year, I simply can't overstate or understate or whatever state how important Josie is to this entire process. As I usually state every year, kind of clue in about April or so and make sure that everything's on track. But Josie works on this 365 days a year, securing our sponsors, securing our locations. She is responsible for coming up with the idea of getting this streaming and connecting with Argos. So Josie, thank you for everything you've done. And we did it one more year in a different fashion.
Yay! We didn't have to cancel. It was great.
It was light. We want to thank Jake Kawana, our technical director, who gets all of the movies and gets them into a state that we can screen them. We couldn't do it without Jake, so thanks, Jake. We want to thank Jason Jacobson, who is our artistic director, who does all of our logo work and all of our design work and makes us look spiffy on our website. And speaking of our website, I want to thank Ben Hamill, who is our web designer. I think he's off screen there with Josie. So thank you, Ben, for all the thing that you do. being able to apply online and get all the information online and be able to watch all the movies on the archive online. That's all thanks to Ben's hard work. So thank you, Ben. And we want to thank Annie Kosho, who is always a huge part of the i48 team. And we want to thank her for what she does for us. And finally, I want to thank all of the i48 teams this year who participated. This does not happen, of course, without the artists who go out and do the hard work. And without you, we wouldn't have been able to watch movies all afternoon, and there would be no awards to hand out. So the biggest round of applause for our i48 team, particularly for doing this in these. Particularly for doing this in these very strange times. I told Josie that we should go ahead and do it this year, and we would do it mostly online. And I truly anticipated that we would max out at about 10 or 12 teams. I didn't think that a lot of folks would be interested in participating this year, so you can't imagine how grateful and amazed I was when we got 36 teams signing up to do it this year. So thank you to all of the teams. All right, Josie, did I overlook anybody? Do we need to thank anyone else?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
Okay, well, for now, the reason that you have all tuned in, we are going to start first with our Sun Valley Film Festival Award. This is chosen by Sun Valley Film Festival staff, and what the winner of this award is that they get by far the most glorious trophy that Josie's holding up there.
Yeah.
And
it's very heavy.
They get preferential consideration for admission into next year, 2021 Sun Valley Film Festival. And they also, I think they get 4 filmmaker passes to the festival so that they can go up and enjoy. Oh, 3, sorry. 3 filmmaker passes that they can use to enjoy that festival. And the Sun Valley Film Festival Award, as selected by their staff, goes to Bankson and Biggs by Newton to Newton Productions. Congratulations.
You, man. I can't kill you. You're a fellow chili dogger.
All right.
Great.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now we are going to start with the awards in the novice division. And first we are going to start with Best Sound or Music. And that goes to Baking with the Cushmans by Hall Films.
Cool. This is not happening. Oh, back off, man. I'm not picking up these eggs.
So, first, you're going to take this and you're going to put it in this bowl.
Okay, wait. They need to know what this is.
Who?
Our audience. They need to know what's going on.
Congratulations to Hall Films. Next, we're going to do Best Cinematography in the Novice Division, and that too goes to Baking with the Cushmans by Hall Films.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Aubrey.
Linda, by the way, how many chickens do you have left? Hello?
So, shout out to Aubrey Goggin for helping us out.
Here are the eggs you asked for.
Oh, thanks. We're actually going to need one more.
Congratulations to them.
Congratulations.
The next award is the Best Actor in the Novice Division, and that goes to Sebastian Mendoza in The Papermaker by the Filmmakers.
she thinks that if she just sells a few products, she can be king of the castle. She can be all that in a bag of chips. Not in my garage, woman.
I really like it.
Congratulations, Sebastian.
Congratulations.
Next is Best Actress in the Novice Division, which goes to Marley Snow King in Critical Kappa by George Mungander Productions.
Simple. You roll a 20-sided die, you get a natural 20, you're good. Anything less? Same fate as your friend.
Congratulations, Marley. All right, now we go to second best film, winner of the big trophy there that Josie is holding, as well as a $100 cash prize, and that goes to Critical Kappa by George Mungander Productions.
You know, it isn't normal for my victims to serve themselves up on a...
Congratulations, Critical Kappa. And now, the award for Best Film in the Novice Division, winning the trophy that Josie is holding there, plus a $250 cash prize. It goes to Baking with the Cushmans by Hall Films.
So today we're gonna make these cookies right here. It's upside down. It's upside down? Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Did they ask me to video this baking show? Yes. Yes, they did.
Congratulations to Hall Films. Turning now to the awards in the Open Division, we're going to start with the Best Sound and Music in the Open Division. And that goes to Bankson and Biggs by Newton to Newton Productions.
Biggs! Biggs! Let's go!
Congratulations to Newton Productions. The next award is for Best Cinematography in the Open Division, and that goes to The Silver Rabbit by Wiser Wolves Productions. Congratulations to Wiser Wolves Productions. The next award is for Best Actor in the Open Division, and that goes to Matthew Durand in The Very Clean Story of Henry Benson, Purple Fist.
Have you had enough? Come on, tell me! I want to hear you say it. I'm gonna clean everything, and they will remember who I am. Have you had enough?
Yeah, you know, the coronavirus has been pretty tough on people, but I'm not investing my new wealth in some crumbling stock market. No, sir. I bought a boat.
Congratulations to Matthew.
Congratulations.
next award is for Best Actress in the Open Division, and that goes to Victoria Horn in Encountered by Fish Dog Productions.
No, I've never seen an alien before, but Neil deGrasse Tyson says that it's really arrogant to assume that we're the only life forms in this infinite universe. So,
congratulations to Victoria. The next award is for the second best film in the Open Division, getting the trophy that Josie is holding there, plus a $250 cash prize, and this goes to The Silver Rabbit by Wiser Wolves Production. Watching that movie with my children, and they said, "That's an actual rabbit. That's an actual rabbit." And I needed one. All right. The award for Best Film in the Open Division, winner of the trophy that Josie is holding up, and the $500 cash prize goes to Bankson and Biggs by Newton to Newton Productions. Congratulations to Newton to Newton Productions. So, all of you who have won awards, you're probably asking yourself, or should be asking yourself, that's great. How do I get my trophy? How do I get my money if I won any? And the answer to that is that you need to contact Josie, or she will be contacting you shortly to coordinate how the exchange of the hardware and the checks will occur. So if you are an award winner, you can reach out to Josie via the email, or you can expect an email from her shortly. I wish there was something that we could do to, drag this out further and spray confetti or something to make it, properly celebratory. But there really is nothing else to be done here today. I want to thank all of the teams again for your hard work and creativity and coming up with 3 hours of great entertainment for us to watch. We truly do appreciate it. Hoping to see everybody next year, and hoping that we'll be able to do it in person back in festivals at the Flicks and the Egyptian. But this, I think, is making the best of a strange situation, and we appreciate everyone from joining us. Anything else you wanted to add, Josie?
No, just bye.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe.